Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. My name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick. Thanks for being here tonight. And if you're listening to the recording, thanks for taking the time out of your day to do that. Get back to the person that got you a copy of this and let them know what your thoughts are. We're going to be talking about skincare tonight. We're going to be talking about skincare. I'm waiting for my friend and business partner, Katie, to move over to the panel, and we can get this thing rolling. It's top of the hour right now. And so, Katie, if you want to move over to the panel. We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you. There you go. All right. So she'll be coming over here to the panel. Wait. Nope. Yes. Okay. There we go. A little bit of confusion there, everyone, but we're only a minute behind waiting for Katie. So.
Am I here? Hang on. We're just trying to get my video going. 2 ticks.
There you go. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Again, my name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick, and we're going to talk about skincare tonight. You know, one of the things about skin that I need to really share. Hey, Katie.
Hello.
before we even get started is that, you know, a lot of people just think skin is like covering. It's like the skin of a fruit or a vegetable. It's just covering. And on humans, the skin is actually an organ. It's one of the largest organs in the body. You filter out more through the kidney and you filter out more through the skin every day than you do through the kidney and liver combined. And if you go to the gas station, self-serve gas station, if you spill a little bit of gasoline on your hands, in less than half a minute, you can measure your urine. It's absorbed that fast and it's put into the system, and your body filters it out that quickly into the urine. So think about that when we're talking about skincare. It's not just about looking good and making sure that you have beautiful skin, but you know, making sure that your skin stays healthy and does what it's supposed to do. Isn't that right, Katie?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, skin's really important point as you made. They used to think that skin was a barrier, not a carrier, but now they know that not to be true. So that was kind of a belief from many years ago, and now we find that, you know, our skin can really absorb ingredients extremely quickly. So I am just going to share some slides here. Let me share here.
You bet. You bet. You know, and the other thing that I like to share with people is that when you look at the skin, it's got multiple layers, and you know, and so I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit tonight. And you know, each layer is just as important as the layer that's on top of it. You know, it's not just the you know, the outside layer that you want to look at. It's the inside layers. You know, and there's hydration that's really, really important, and we'll talk about that, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And we've got some great pictures here before and after of those people using the product. So beautiful skincare. It's really important that if you're going to use skincare, you want to use products that contain no harmful ingredients, because the ingredients in the products can actually be irritating, damaging, and actually aging to the skin. So it's not just about having ingredients that are anti-aging or that support, you know, I guess, the look of anti-aging, but that just don't irritate the skin and make it degenerate faster.
You know, Katie, there are a lot of skincare products. They put ingredients in there like that like parabens, and everybody they think paraben. Well, it sounds like paraffin, so they think, oh, it's just wax, and they put it on their skin, not knowing that parabens are actually very, very harmful and can actually cause cancer.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's really where it comes back to, you want to trust the manufacturer. I mean, do you know who's manufacturing your skincare products? Do you know the process they go through? Do they vet their ingredients? You know, are they certified GMP practice? And we'll get onto that. But, you know, ensuring also that they contain ingredients that are plant-based, that support health, and support the health of reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Well, and
So-
Katie, I'm just going to add this. They're not, we can't say just plant-based, because there's safe products that aren't plant-based. You know, like even collagen. Look at collagen. Collagen, you know, for the skin, you know, it's not plant-based. It's animal-based. So
yeah, that's a good point. I guess the ingredients that are plant based have been, you know, checked for contamination, and the same with other ingredients that are not plant-based. But you're absolutely right. And actually, Sisel's philosophy is bringing the best of science and nature together. So if there's, you know, ingredients that have been created in the laboratory that are known to have beneficial outcome with no negative impacts, then that can be included in a product.
you bet.
So yeah, we've got this slide here. Do you want to share this one with people?
Well, you know, here's what I said. Half a minute. You can measure gasoline in your urine half a minute after you get it, after you spill it on your hands. So think about that. Formaldehyde. They put formaldehyde. And you know, if you look at your product, go to your bathroom right now and grab one of the products on your shelf. Grab all your products on your shelf. It's not going to say formaldehyde. You know, you look at what they have. I can't even read that on the slide there, but it starts with a Q, and that's embalming fluid, formaldehyde. You wouldn't put that on your skin if you knew that's what it was. And they put polyethylene glycol, which is brake fluid and antifreeze. I work on cars all the time, and I put that in the master cylinder of my brakes. I put it in my radiator to keep my engine running cooler. You know, and but they found that it's a great way of being able to get ingredients to absorb into the skin by using ingredients like formaldehyde and brake fluid, and then they use engine degreasers. It's not engine degreasers, just ingredients that are found in engine degreasers, like sodium lauryl sulfate, and then car wash and floor washers and just all sorts of things that, you know, you just wouldn't use if you knew that's what it was.
Yeah, and Tom's original company started based on this issue. He was a chemist working in the manufacturing industry for industrial products, where they make, you know, products to strip grease off floors and that sort of thing. And he had to suit up for mixing those chemicals, and there was safety data sheets, and you know, you couldn't have, you know, any part of your skin exposed. You had to have goggles and all of that sort of thing. And then he noticed that the ingredients that they were using and mixing were the same ingredients that were listed on his personal care products in his bathroom cabinet. So that was quite shocking to him. And that was really, I guess, a segue into his first company. And on this mission, the Mao mission was born. And he was really concerned. And that was back in the late, I think it was in the 1980s. And way back then. And now it's just become commonly known. But look how long it's taken, how many decades for people to really become a lot more aware of it. Yet he knew about it back then. So,
right.
You know, and this is where we have sort of this trust and history built up with the company. So just a great slide here, just that the regulation of chemicals in Australia, that you don't require a license to start manufacturing cosmetics or sort of personal care products. There's no accreditation, and you can submit any products, and they're able to be released before for safety assessments or approval before releasing them onto the market. You're not required to submit.
Isn't that crazy? And here in the United States, there's so many ingredients that you know, 5,000, 10,000 ingredients. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's so many ingredients that got grandfathered in because before they actually started testing, before they realized that it was bad, it was being so widely used that the cosmetic and the drug industry, they said, well, come on, we've been using it for, you know, 100 years, please let us use it. And the FDA just said, okay, give us some money and we'll grandfather you in. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so it is a concern. And so you really want to trust the company that you're purchasing products from. So yeah, they can be toxic and potentially carcinogenic. Compounds can be contaminated also in the products as well. I won't go through all these because I really want to get into the skincare. I think we've kind of made the point, but you can do a skincare check of products or ingredients check for your skincare products. Look at the ingredients. And, you know, if you're using just popular common brands, likelihood that they've got some of these or many of these ingredients in it. So now I want to get on to really the topic, which was how do we look after our skin as we age, and also, you know, help skin that's got acne as well. So we're going to touch on that topic tonight too. And what products could you use to really support that? So the skin ages, the main aging factor of the skin is photo aging, and that is UV sun damage. So if you don't want to age quickly, don't put your face in the sun. You know, I know it's good to get your vitamin D, but, you know, wear a hat, have protection on your face, because the UV damage to your skin on your face, you know, really causes discoloration, it causes spots, it accelerates wrinkles, it deepens wrinkles, it makes them much deeper, more prominent. And you go, oh, well, you know, I don't really care about how I look. Okay, well, that might be well and good, but you are increasing your risk of getting skin cancers as well. And, you know, a melanoma could become, you know, deadly. So you do want to look after your skin. You know, becoming dehydrated. So when the skin dries out, wrinkles become more apparent. So if your skin's really dry, you're going to notice those wrinkles a lot more. Obviously, exposure to chemicals will accelerate aging of the skin. Poor diet, you know, diet high in sugar. You're going to get lots of glycation in your diet if you're eating lots of sugars. Fried food, brown food, then you're going to accelerate the wrinkles on your face as well. You're going to see it come out in your skin. And then, of course, nutrient deficiency will contribute to aging of skin. So they're just some, not all, but things to kind of bear in mind when we're thinking about aging of the skin. So this one's explaining the UV and how it affects the skin. Do you want to touch on this a little bit, Kurt?
You bet. Well, I mean, you got different rays that come from the sun, ultraviolet rays. And I'm just gonna simplify it. You know, the UVA rays penetrate deeper, and they're going to damage the deeper layers, and that's where your supporting structure is. And really, what happens when you take a look at a wrinkle? What is it? Well, your wrinkle damages those deeper layers, and then what ends up happening is your body tries to protect it, and so what it does, it wrinkles in. And it folds around it. It creates a fold, and so the damaged skin is deep inside that wrinkle, so that it doesn't get exposed to any more UVA rays. And then the UVB rays, they're the ones that cause the sunburn. They're the ones that cause your skin to turn red and things like that. But it's the UVA rays that really, you know, cause the aging. Think of A for aging.
Yeah. So just to bear that in mind. So this one I've shown before, this is a truck driver that was exposed to sun on it's actually, you know, obviously the left side of his face. Yeah, and so you've got the accelerated aging on that side of the face. So much deeper wrinkles, whereas the other side didn't have that exposure. So that's giving you an example of how much of an impact the sun's having on your face. So just when you're out in the sun, next time you don't have a hat on, and if you are concerned about wrinkles and damaging your skin, then think of this picture. And really what's happening there is that, you know, when that incoming UV photon comes in, it breaks down some of that, the DNA, and damages it. So then you get, you know, errors in reproducing these cells, and, you know, you start to get these wrinkles as well. So this is UV aging too. You know, this is a really interesting one. So people who are going in the sun all the time, they're not protecting the back of their neck. You know, builders would be notorious for this, who are carpenters, bricklayers, that kind of thing. They might have a hat on their face, but they're not got anything covering their neck. So you can get these deep, they're called furrows, and they're arranged in a rhomboidal pattern across the back of the neck. So that's directly as a result of UV damage right there. And similarly, this guy here has just been baking out in the sun for many years, and it's, you know, damaged his nose, extra deep lines. He's even got cysts on his face as a result of sun damage, plaques, and deep furrows. So that's really the damage that UV light does to the face. So I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to that. I've got a hat with a very wide brim and side bits that cover my neck as well. And in summer, I even wear the face bit as well. So yeah, it was one of my key tips for, like, you know, preserving your skin and protecting your skin from skin cancer as well, which is really, you know, a concern. So yep, obviously slip, slop, slap when you go outside. Oh, okay, this slide's gone a bit wonky. So excuse the funny letters there, but the molecular weight of the product is really important. And so designing ingredients so that they go and reach the right level of the skin, because some products that are cheap will have the particles where they're small enough, they'll just pass straight through the skin barrier and head into the bloodstream. If you're designing a skincare product, you want to have the molecules so that they don't leave the skin oily or greasy, but they go down to the level is actually required. Do you want to touch a little bit on that? And I'll skip to the next slide.
You bet. Well, you know, you have hyaluronic acid listed there, hyaluronic acid. Think of it a lot, you know, like in your knee joint or your elbow or your fingers, hyaluronic acid is the lubricant. And but it also is a it protects the skin from the inside. It kind of plumps it up and makes sure that there's some cushion there, you know, and when it breaks down, you know, just like anything, when it gets exposed to UV rays, it breaks it down, and then your body it destroys it. So like Katie was saying, you want to have it so it penetrates far enough into the skin, so it's not just sitting on the surface. Like Katie said, you don't want it just to make the skin shiny, and you know, there's a lot of products that just have stuff that make it look like it did something, but it actually isn't penetrating in. But you don't want to have it so it penetrates all the way in and gets into the bloodstream, and then it doesn't do the skin any good.
Yeah, so that's really important. So these are the Sisel Skin Care products here. And this photo is showing here the sort of amount of product that you need for each to have benefit. So our products are highly concentrated, and we're just going to run through those products tonight. You really don't need that much. Other products you can slap on a lot more. Our products go a long way. And so this was just an example of how little amount of product you can use. So you can really make these products last and go a long way because they're highly effective. Okay, so yeah, Exfolium. Yeah, great product. Do you use this one, Kurt?
I do. I actually like it. I don't use it very often because it is an exfoliant, and basically, you know, with guys, you know, like I have a beard, so I don't have a lot of my skin that's exposed. I wear a hat most of the time. But on my cheeks and, you know, on the sides of my face, I use it. And what it does basically is it removes that old dead dry skin. It uses a extract from the caviar lime that comes from Australia. It's got a concentration of vitamin C that's like no other fruit. It's really highly concentrated, and the vitamin C, what it does is it nourishes the skin, but it actually helps remove that old dead dry skin off the skin at the same time.
Yeah, and so cell turnover is really important. So as we age, our skin doesn't turn over as quickly. When we're young, the cells turn over a lot more rapidly, and it gives you more of a sort of youthful glow. And as we age, the old skin kind of sits there longer before the new skin cells kind of move up and plump out. So Exfolium helps to accelerate that process. You don't want to overuse it. If you overuse it, you will irritate your skin if you do too much. And everyone's different. Some people can use it a lot more frequently than others. It really depends on your skin sensitivity. But, you know, exfoliating the skin and getting that dead skin cells off is really important. Now, this is an excellent product, and we talked about in the kind of promo, what can you do to support skin with acne? So if you do suffer from acne, if you have a child who has acne or yourself, Exfolium is a great product for that, because one of the things that contributes to acne, besides being hormonal and diet, and, you know, there's probably some genetics in there as well, but is the bacteria on the skin and keeping the skin clean and removing those dead skin cells as well. So this is where this product is excellent and comes into play to supporting somebody who is having acne challenges. And this would definitely be one of the recommended products to support that there.
How often do you use it?
I use it probably, once a week. I know some people that use it every second day. I use it once a week. I use a couple other tools, which I'm going to share. And I mentioned in the promotion of this kind of call that I was going to tell you two other tools that I use in conjunction with the Sisel products. It's not a particular brand or anything. You can buy them anywhere. So yeah, I'll touch on them in the next couple of slides. Well, actually, I may as well. I'll talk about them now. So one of them is it's a device. It's powered by a little tiny battery. You can pick them up at any kind of pharmacy, and it's for massaging the skin, and it comes with different heads so that it sort of vibrates really gently, and you just roll it over the skin, and it sort of like creates a vibration across the skin to move the blood circulation, improve circulation. It's like a mini massage for the face, very gentle, but it's actually a massage for the face, and you do it all over your face, and you can do it after you've applied your skincare. So that massaging of the skin can really help to enhance the appearance of the skin because it's improving basically blood circulation and also sort of massaging the muscles under the skin. So that is one tool that I use in conjunction with the Sisel products that helps. Now, the other product I use is I'm trying to think of probably the correct term. I think it's micro needling. So okay. It's a roller. You would have seen them, Kurt. And the needles come in different sizes. This one is like I think it's like 0.2 of a millimeter. It's like tiny. It's so tiny you can barely feel it. So it's not painful. And what you do is you need to get a good quality one because they come in different qualities, and you want the needles to be of good quality. If you buy a cheap one, they're really bad. Actually, my friend's got this like magnifying glass, and I had a cheap one and I had an expensive one, and he looked at them both under the magnifying glass really closely, and you could see the tiny little heads of the needle. And on the cheap one, they were kind of bent over, and on the more expensive one, they were nice and sharp and pointy. And so it was probably also made from a different material. I think it was like a titanium one versus, I don't know, some other cheap one. So you want to be mindful of the skin needle roller that you get. They do come in different lengths, and for every day, usually you just get the shortest one, which is I think like 0.2 of a millimeter. And you can use it, you start with once a week, but then you can move it up to 2 or 3 times a week. What it does is you roll it over your skin, it creates little holes in your skin. And then when you apply the product, like the Sisel product, it's going to go deeper into the skin. But what it does is it generates healing of the skin because it's causing tiny little wounds to the skin. Not enough to be anything. It doesn't draw blood or anything like that. You want to use it gently. It doesn't even really make it red. Obviously, if you do it too much, it definitely would.
Now, these needles, they're like a ½ inch long, though, aren't they?
They're tiny.
I'm kidding.
½ inch. When you said that, I was thinking of millimeter. Yeah, they're really tiny. Yeah,
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, if they're too big, you'd ruin your face. But they're really tiny, and it doesn't hurt, and it helps the product go in further. But what it'll do is it helps your skin to go into repair mode, in conjunction with the product. And then what it does is it helps to boost the collagen and plump the skin more. So it is a really good tool. So those are 2 really good tools. You can buy them from popular chemists. Speak to someone who works in the pharmacy about those kind of things. And you can use them in conjunction. How I would use it, I would use the firming facial cleanser first, or you use the exfolium. So use one or the other. So if it's a day that you're going to exfoliate, use the exfoliator, the Sisel Exfolium. If it's not that day, then you use the cleanser. After you've cleaned your skin, then I would use the needling, and then I would go to the next step, and that would be you can then apply the skin dew. And the words have really gone a little bit mucked up here, so I do apologize for that. The skin dew, or you may want to skip this step, but the skin dew is a highly moisturizing spritz spray. It's got the hyaluronic acid in it, and it helps to push products deeper into the skin, but also prepares the skin for absorbing the product. So you can kind of use it before and after. When do you use this product, Kurt?
I usually use it afterwards, after I put the skincare products on. Yeah. I actually have one of those needling things. I don't remember where I got it, but somebody had given it to me a long time ago. It was one of the more expensive ones. Yeah. So it definitely needs to be expensive one. So yeah, they do work really well. And when you use it with really good quality products like we have with Sisel, you can get amazing benefits, like just really great results. I like this. I love this product.
I love this product. I love this product. This is my favorite one that Sisel has. Tell everyone why you love this one.
Well, I used to get sunburnt all the time. I mean, my mom, she was on my case all the time, and about putting on sunblock all the time, and I just didn't like using this stuff because, when I was a kid, because I'm thinking, it just doesn't seem like all those chemicals. I was thinking that way back then. But I started using this when I joined Sisel because I found that I could put this on my skin and I don't get sunburn. It protects me from getting sunburnt. But I also like it because it just really moisturizes the skin way, way deep. It's got that hyaluronic acid in it. It's got some I think it's got some resveratrol in it. Resveratrol is so important because think back to what Katie went over with that slide. When the UVAs hit the DNA of the skin, it causes breakage of those chromosomes and those strands, those amino acid bonds that are in there. And what resveratrol does, there's a lot of studies on it. What resveratrol does, it actually works with the sirtuin genes, particularly sirtuin gene number 1, and what that one is that's the one that repairs damaged DNA. So resveratrol in a skincare product is excellent.
Yeah, fantastic. So I love this product. Yeah, as Kurt says, it really locks in the moisture, so it doesn't make your skin greasy. It locks in the moisture, and moisturized skin it doesn't have as many wrinkles. When the skin dries out, the fine lines and wrinkles really start to appear. Even using a really good moisturizer in itself can have amazing benefits for the look and feel of your skin. But this particular product is incredible. It does have natural UV protection. The ingredients, we can't give it an SPF rating because the ingredients that have to be used in sunblock, there's only a few that are listed on the by the TGA to be declared officially as UV protection. And I remember Tom Senior talking about this ages ago, and he said that there's more advanced science and technology that's come out, and there's ingredients that do in fact provide UV protection, but because they're not on their list and their list is outdated, we can't actually make a claim specifically to saying, it has a SPF rating against, the sun. We can say it supports natural protection, but we can't, say that actually has a rating. But you found even when you were using it, when you came to Australia, you were applying it a few times, you were finding it really helped with your face and sunburn, didn't it?
No, when I was down in Australia back in 2020, and I was hanging out on that beach there, not Shark Beach, but Safety Beach. I was hanging out on Safety Beach there. It used to be called Shark Beach, but they changed the name of it. And I went through, I believe in that month that I was down there, I think I went through 3 tubes of this Activide, just because I put it on my arms, I put it on my legs, I put it on my face, I put it on the top of my head, wherever my skin was being exposed. Because, I want to live to be 110, Katie, but I don't want to look like it.
Oh, exactly. So, yeah, the Australian sun is absolutely punishing. It's much stronger than the US when you're over there in the summer. That's for sure. So yeah, so UV protection, I would use this, but I would use, I would also be wearing a hat and sunglasses too, would be my advice. But, this is just wonderful for locking in the moisture, and it just leaves your skin feeling soft and silky, and you can use it a couple times a day. And yeah, it's just a really fantastic product. So we've got the Transfusium here, and how are we doing for time? Do we have time to show the short video? Let me just see. I think we'll show it. Let me see if this will play. Hang on, it mightn't be. Oh no, it's not playing. Okay, there's a really great video on Transfusium. We're running out of time anyway. That talks about this product. This product, Transfusium, is our anti-aging cream, Fortified Wrinkle Serum. So it has 24 active ingredients, because Tom found that when he was developing this formulation that you require one ingredient to plump the skin. You require another ingredient that helps hydrate the skin. Another ingredient helps with lines. A different ingredient helps with discoloration. So different ingredients do different things. You can't have one ingredient that does, everything. And that's why there's 24 active ingredients in this product. And I remember hearing the story that when it was first coming out, they were ready to go to production with the product because, of course, Sisel manufacture all their own products in their manufacturing facility, Supernaturals. And the Mowers own that manufacturing facility. So this is another great thing about the products, and that they were going to manufacture the product. They were ready to finish the formulation. And Tom called Lisa, and I think he said, "Oh, we've got 22 ingredients." And then he called him back. He called her back and said, "Actually, now there's 23." And then finally, when it went to production, it ended up being 24 active ingredients because he found another one that he just couldn't leave out. So,
Yeah.
you know, this product is really incredible anti-aging product.
And I was the first distributor to get to use this product. I was at a Mauer Mountain event, and you know, Tom was joking around, and he threw it over to me, and he said, "Kurt, you need this more than anybody." And I started using it twice a day. I told Tom, I said, "Well, I'm going to document it," and I started taking pictures. And I made sure, and I took the picture from the exact same spot with pretty much the same lighting as close as I could get. And then another distributor took and put it into a time-lapse video that's on YouTube if you want to see it. But he took 30 days and put it into 2 minutes, and it's just amazing how much my skin changed in that first 30 days.
Yeah, fantastic product. So yeah, so that's a little bit about the history of this product, and you can't go past this one. Rapid Repair Night Cream. So this one I think is one of Tom Jr.'s favorite products. I know that he personally has tubes of it laying around his house and is using it definitely before he goes to sleep. It's got the ingredient in there, ergothioneine, which is a really powerful ingredient for smoothing wrinkles. And do you want to tell everyone a little bit about that ingredient?
Well, bottom line is that they found ergothioneine is a great ingredient for helping with the skin, like Katie said, helping with wrinkles, helping, you know, kind of protect. We can't say gets rid of wrinkles. We can say, you know, all we're able to say is that it lessens the appearance of wrinkles. We can say it lessens the appearance of wrinkles. That's all we're legally allowed to say. And so when Tom was reading about this ingredient, he called the company that was manufacturing it, and he said, I'd like to use it in my product. And so he started buying it, and it turned out that Sisel was actually putting in 50 times more ergothioneine into our product compared to any of the other companies that were using it. We were using 50 times more ergothioneine at that time, and they said, well, you know, and the manufacturer that was making ergothioneine was like, "What are you guys doing with it?" And Tom said, "Well, I'm just putting it in there in the concentration that the research says that it's supposed to be in there." And so our product, compared to the other products on the market, you know, we could be charging 6 times the amount for our product than what we are, and it's just an awesome product.
Yeah, and again, Sisel manufacture their own products, so they have access to ingredients they're buying in bulk because they manufacture for other companies. I think there's like 80 other MLMs they manufacture for. I heard that said by Tom Sr. many years ago. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but certainly, look, they manufacture for a lot of companies, and they know what goes in their products, and they reserve, you know, elite line of ingredients for the Sisel products, and, you know, using really high quality product ingredients for their products so that they're standouts. You know, they're not just everyday products that you can go buy in a supermarket. So, you know, this is one of the things that Kurt and I love about the products that Sisel have. This was a great testimonial showing the appearance on her skin has changed with the damage that was done by a burn. So she was using Rapid Repair Night Cream. So that was something that was shared on the Facebook testimonials group, and was told that it was going to take 3 months for her to heal, and then used the Rapid Repair and couldn't believe the changes that happened. So it really shows the potential power. I love this one. So we were talking about acne. This is Lucy. This is Carmel's daughter. So if you're on the call, Carmel, thanks for sharing this testimonial. Now, we've been talking about, you know, the products that you can put on your skin, but Lucy was actually using the Sisel H pill here. Now, I'm not sure what other products, if you are on the call, maybe bring her across to the panel there, Kurt, if Carmel's on the call, and get her to talk about it. But I know that Lucy's main strategy for improving her skin was definitely the Sisel H pill. And after using it for 3 months, she noticed a massive improvement in her skin. So this product works from the inside out. So, you know, we're talking about improving your skin and applying products on top, but what are you doing for the inside of your body and how that's showing on your skin? Because we talked about at the start of this presentation, the things that affect the skin is also your diet, nutrients. Are you deficient in certain nutrients? So there's a whole bunch of things that
Carmel, if you want to unmute, there you are. And just tell us a little bit about your daughter here, you know, what she was using, and what a fantastic result she got. Very beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kurt. Yeah, no, she's been on the age pill. She's still on the age pill, and this must have been a couple of years ago now that she started on that. And one of her friends has actually started on it now as well, because she just really enjoys the progress that Lucy's making. But she doesn't use any of our skincare products. I've been trying to get her to. Actually, I tell a lie. She's just started using the serum. What's it called? The silver serum.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
On her skin, and she's really enjoying that as well. So after listening to this call, you know, I'd love for her to start on the other products, because she does spend a lot of money and tries a lot of different things. But I'd love to get her onto this range.
Yeah, well maybe this might be the motivation for her. But you know, that's a good point there. So we talked about acne. So we talked about, you know, using Exfolium. You can see that Lucy's had great results using the Sisel Age Pill with her skin, the appearance of her skin here with acne. And then now she's using the serum. So, you know, obviously that could be a great addition to the regime. Kurt, do you want to share with everyone how the serum could also help with acne?
Well, you bet, you know, because a lot of acne is caused by viruses and bacteria that get into the skin. And silver, colloidal silver, nano silver specifically, penetrates into the skin, and it'll go into the cells, and it'll kill off all that bad those bad bugs that get in there.
Yeah. So yeah, fantastic results. Thanks for sharing that, Carmel. That was great.
That's okay.
Yeah, great. So this is some of the photos that were released by Sisel. So this one is for the Transfusium. So you can see that there's the appearance of the lines have diminished.
Julia, yeah, this is Julia, and just an amazing result she got with that. Look at that.
Yeah, like Kurt knows everyone in the photos. Here's Kurt's photos.
Yeah.
That URL doesn't work. That was something a long time ago, so there's nothing there at that website. So yeah, this video is actually on YouTube, so you can go see it. But these were time elapsed photos.
Isn't that crazy how much that changed in just such a short period of time? I mean, and I know Photoshop. I didn't use any Photoshop at all. But you look at how my skin changed. And this was in the summer. This was in August. I'm outside a lot. I like to do a lot of outdoor things and fishing, working on my cars. I'm out in the sun a lot. And you look at on the left side of the screen there. Holy cow! And then you look over on the right. I mean, that's 30 days.
Yeah, that's just incredible. Another incredible photo. So this one was another photo released by Sisel. So just great results. This is Sisel Transfusium. So if you haven't, that was me. Okay, you can work out my age then. In 2016, I was 40. So, and then there I started using Sisel at 34 in 2010. So that's how long. I've been using the Sisel products now, well, since 2010. So it's a long time. The Sisel H2 stick, we had some amazing results, or one distributor did. Her name just slips my mind. You know who this is, Kurt?
Yep, slips my mind right up top too, up in Michigan.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, she was trying the Sisel H2 stick and applying that to the skin, and just had amazing results with that. Do you want to share with people on the call how the Sisel H2 stick, of all things, it's not even a skincare product, how that could help with skin?
You bet. Well, Sisel H2 sticks is made with some minerals, and what those minerals do, they react with water, and it causes the water to release hydrogen. And so what she was doing is she was taking and rubbing the hydrogen right onto her skin, and that hydrogen is just it's actually the best antioxidant you find. It's better than vitamin C. It's better than glutathione, and so it's just rejuvenating her skin.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. And then this is the last slide. We've gone 10 minutes over, so I do apologize. So we've got some other products, working from the inside out. We've talked about the Sisel Age Pill already. We've talked about glycation. But, vitamins and minerals are really critical for healthy skin, for reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. the Spectramax and the Sisel Encompass 360 multivitamin and mineral supplement. We've got a liquid format, which has antioxidants, 74 trace minerals, which is the Spectramax. And then the other great product too, which can support eye health, but also support the tissue around the eyes, is the Sisel Vital Vision. So that is another potential product that you could add to the regime. So they're products that I love.
Yeah, and you don't want to forget about the collagen B3. It's got the right types of collagen that supports skin as well.
Yeah, and just to finish off, this was Leanne's brother. I love this photo. We've shared it a few times. I just can never get over the changes. He used the Triangle of Life. He wasn't using the skincare products. He was using the nutritional products, the Sisel Triangle of Life and the Sisel Age Pill, and just had phenomenal results with the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, and just overall general well-being. And that's because of the way the product works. So if you're listening to this call, this is all news to you. Check out the fact sheets. Get back to the person that invited you onto this call, and ask for some more information, because we just have some great products.
You betcha. Thanks for being with us tonight. I know we've gone over time a little bit, but it's important stuff. This is important stuff. And so, thanks for taking time on your weekend, on your Friday night, if you're up here in the States or Canada. If you're taking time to listen to the video, get back to the person that shared it with you, and just let them know if you're interested or not, because, I think that's one of the most important things in our industry, is that, people tend not to, they don't want to hurt the other person's feeling by saying, no, I'm not interested, and so don't feel bad about that. We'd rather have you tell us no than let us sit there kind of hanging on like, well, maybe, so either say yes or no, I'm interested in finding out more, or whatever, so thank you for being with us.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Kurt. Thanks for jumping on, Carmel. And thanks everyone for listening today. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day. We hope to see you on the next call.